Sebastian, people know you best for developing or being one of the chief developers behind Google's self-driving car. Every day, it seems like the dream of autonomous vehicles are that much closer to reality. The question is how much closer? How long before we're there?
I think we're really, really close. People underestimate how close we are. So I've sit in Google's cars for many, many years, and I can tell you they drive better than most people drive, myself included. So it's really not a question of technology anymore, it's really a question of business, launching the first products and then moving to the market.
That raises an important question. What is the business model for autonomous vehicles?
There's about 2 or 3 different models. There's models that Tesla pursues, where a car will offer you as an owner the capability to have a self-driving car so you don't have to focus on driving anymore.
Take my hands off the wheel, so to speak.
So I have a Tesla myself, I love it. It's not perfect yet, but it's actually quite good. And the other one is transportation as a service, where you have an Uber-like company, a Didi, a Lyft, where you go to your phone and you order your car, it comes, picks you up, and then you get transported wherever you want to go, and you just wave it goodbye and it serves somebody else. Now, the transportation as a service ultimately is the bigger impactful disruption in the world because we don't need as many cars. It's been estimated we only need about a third as many cars as we have today if the Ubers and Lyfts in the world would supply us with taxis would come to us self-driving.
So it's pretty easy in that scenario to figure out who the losers will be in a world of self-driving cars. Car manufacturers, presumably, if they're going to make 1/3 fewer vehicles than they make today. But based on what we've seen and what you know, which companies will the winners be?
Well, obviously tech companies will have a strong position. And in most disruptions, you find that the incumbents are hard to move fast enough.
They're trying.
And even though automotive companies are trying very hard right now, if I were to place my bets right now, I'd place it on companies like Google and Uber and NVIDIA and Didi and many other tech companies.
I have heard it said that autonomous vehicles will be as revolutionary to mankind as, say, the personal computer or perhaps the smartphone. What do you think?
I think people often use big words for inventions, and they're going to come slowly, not super fast. It's going to be a while before we can replace in the United States 100 million existing vehicles with self-driving cars. But yes, they will be revolutionary, and the winners will be the American family. The American family spends on average something like $40 a day on transportation, a huge amount of money, and we can make this much less expensive.
Well, if we're going to talk about revolutionary forces, which ones would you put your money on? Which ones do you think have the most promise, the most power when it comes to transforming the way we live, the way we behave, the way we spend money?
Look, I'm a tech optimist. I believe that only 1% of interesting things have been invented yet, and 99% will be invented in the future. The reason why I believe this is because almost everything interesting we have today, from airplanes to smartphones, were invented in the last 150 years. So in the next 50 years, we're going to see an acceleration of invention. So, for example, I think we're going to cure most diseases, most cancers. We might end up finding ourselves living twice as long. There's a really good shot we're going to solve fusion as an energy source and many, many other things.